I got the call at 2 a.m. I don't know why, but I always seem to get the call at 2 a.m. The place was this burger joint on 12th Street. Several cars were already on the scene checking for clues and things that might seem out of the ordinary. The photographer was taking pictures of the small crowd. You know, when there's been a murder, often the suspect hides out in the crowd, transfixed by the events caused by his violence. But this was no murder. I took one look and immediately knew what had happened. This clown took his own life. Yes, this clown. Tonight I mourn the loss of Ronald McDonald, clown extraordinaire. When you join the force, no one ever tells you that one day you might be leaning over the dead body of someone you once admired as a child. To me, Ronald was the epitome of clowns. The way he used to hold his head up as little kids like me, used to come up to him in the way he would play with us. There was no faking that kind of love he used to share for us kids. Sometimes it's... Ronald, I don't mean to be rude, but what are you doing here?
I thought we could talk.
Why me?
You know something, Flatfoot? I wasn't always a clown. I used to be an actor. I was pretty big, too, at the time. Then it seems this guy had an idea about promoting his new restaurant. Asked me if I wanted to make it big. I said I did. Next thing I knew, I was running this multi-million-dollar corporation. Oh yeah, I had my name in lights. Over 1 billion served. And I remember every damn one of them. Oh, don't get me wrong. The early days were great. Back then I was the only clown on the block. Other clowns came later, like that Jack kid. Came by and tried to muscle in on my territory. Oh, we fought big battles back then for burger supremacy. But in the long run, I won. After all, I was the better clown.
Waking up at 2 a.m. in the morning does not put one in the best condition to deal with a venting clown. Okay, no offense, Ronald, but can you get to the point?
I figured I had to tell somebody my story before I finally left. Before, no one would ever listen to me, because they kept wanting to see the happier side of me. Didn't want to see a sad clown. I kept telling them over and over that I was hurting inside, that I needed something in return for all the laughter I was giving the world. But they wouldn't listen. They just kept asking for more. And I kept giving it, too. The little kids were the worst. They'd come to me, sit on my lap, and then tell me what they wanted for Christmas. Me. Do you know how many times I wanted to lash out at these little morons and say, "Hey, wrong department! Santa's workshop is that way!" But I never did. Had to always toe the line, say the right thing, let these little bastards feel that everything was hunky-dory. Just once I wanted to take my fist and rip it in.
Ronald, you're dead. Why did you come back?
You know, Flatfoot, when the business really picked up, when we were all over the world, things really started to change. My old clown friends didn't want to hang out with me anymore. Said I was too big for my own good. My only friends were other big stars. We used to hang out together. We were the only real friends we had. Did you know I was there when Mickey and Minnie overdosed on Ratnip? Yeah, he thinks I was too wasted to remember. But I did. All this time I kept building and building, stretching that empire thicker and thicker. We reached over 1 billion served and it just kept on going. We were everywhere, and no matter where we went, people just wanted me to make them laugh. Do you know what a burden that is? Just once I wanted to be myself, walk into a crowded room and say nothing, do nothing, with no obligations. You know, Flatfoot, this may sound strange, but my whole life, I just wanted someone to make me laugh, to tell me a joke, even a bad one, but they never do. They expect it from me, and I always deliver. No complaints, no protests. One joke, one lampshade after another, and I always left them laughing. Just once.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Just once what? Look at yourself. You're a clown, for God's sake, and you look terrible. You know, you used to mean something. You used to be something. A lot of people respected you, looked up to you. I used to respect you. You know, when I was a kid, I saw you for the first time laughing and telling jokes. You made me respect clowns. And I never forgot that.
Flatfoot, I'm tired. I just couldn't take it anymore. No one should have to make everyone laugh and smile all the time. It's just not human.
Hey, Ronald, how many clowns does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know. How many?
10. One to turn the light bulb, the other 9 to pile inside.
That's funny, Flatfoot. That's really funny.